So we're caught up in drama. Everybody's talking, everybody's talking. We're caught up in problem. Everybody's talking, everybody's talking.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. I am Forbidden Figure World, and today I will be doing my first video game review. As you may know, I love horror films. I love them almost as much as I love superhero films, and as much as I love Spider-Man. And I would say my favourite would probably be Jason Voorhees. Mainly because, you know, he's creepy, he walks really slow, and basically he can kill you with everything he can. Even with the party thing that goes too, you know. But today is a little bit different, as saying these things, I think it's safe to say to know that my review will be on Friday the 13th, the video game. Well, overall, well, for the start, I absolutely love this game. I think it's a perfect representation of what Jason is and what he is like. It does have its flaws, but overall, this game is just an amazing game. I find it really enjoyable playing both as Jason and as the counselor, as a counselor, should I say. So this game, this version of the game, the disc, came out on, surprisingly, Friday the 13th. I basically got it the day it came out. So we'll first have a look at the cover, which is, you know, safe to say that I think this looks amazing. You have the picture of Jason Voorhees. He's standing over a counselor with an axe in his hand, and the logo for Friday the 13th. And it says here that it does include bloody Jason skin for all Jason outfits, so from part 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you get a counselor clothing pack. I don't know what that was. Honestly, I still don't know, even 2 months after the game has been released. So, going to the back, you can see the picture of Party at Jason. And you can see, can't really see it well, but it's screenshots from the video game. It says gruesome cinematic kills, which I can say is true. Survive iconic film locations, also true. Vehicles, weapons, and much more and more, also true. There is, you see at the top here, it's, if you can see that, welcome to Camp Crystal Lake. It says here, I'm going to read the blurb as well. Jason is back. Jason Voorhees is unleashed and stalking the grounds of Camp Crystal Lake. Friday the 13th, the game is one of the most highly anticipated horror titles of all time. Become Jason or choose from 10 camp counselors as you play a deadly game of hide and seek. This is basically what the game is. It's basically a horror version of hide and seek, with, you know, elements of, you know, gore and death, but that's basically what it is. It's just just a big game of 20-minute game of hide and seek. Jason is mocapped, of course, by Kane Hodder, which you may know played in the 4 Friday the 13th films, part 7, 8, 9, and Jason X. And I think he did an incredible job of making Jason come to life in this game. Sorry about that, guys. He basically goes around and he looks very intimidating, especially playing the parts that he didn't play, you know, part 2, 3, 4, and 6. He wasn't in them films, but he did an incredible job of making them even scarier. So the skins on this in the game are very awesome. As I said, you got part 2 Jason, part 3 Jason. The new update included the final chapter, Jason Voorhees. No part 5, Jason Lives skin. Part 7, The New Blood, Jason Takes Manhattan as well, and Jason Goes to Hell. Hopefully, in the future they will add more Jasons into this, and I think that's a good idea. Because you could add way more. You could do like part 5. Personally, one of my favorites, the reboot Jason, and give and of course Jason X, the normal version, and then Uber Jason, which I believe is the next update coming out hopefully soon. The 10 counselors are very, very awesome. I think they're incredible. They each have their different stats, as well as Jason. He does have his his strength and his weaknesses, and basically for the counselors, they have stats. You could have maybe a counselor who has maybe 10 stealth but only 5 speed and 3 stamina. That's basically what involves the counselors, as it gives it more of a deadlier, scarier game of hide and seek. The counselors do look quite similar to the counselors in the actual film. One person in particular, one of the counselors in the game, named Courtney Cox, she is looking very, very similar to Chris in part 3, which I believe is very cool, as you get a sense of Gun Media, Elphonic, and Nighthawk Interactive. They want to bring back the Friday the 13th franchise and make it even better. I really hope they add one of my favourite characters, and hopefully one of yours, Jimmy, played by Crispin Glover. I hope they add him in, and that will be perfect, as you could maybe throw in maybe a special kill in part 4 when he dies, getting the corkscrew through the hand and a meat cleaver to the face. And also for the counselors, they have they have their gestures. So you could have your plethora of them. You get most of them come with the game. You could have the most ones are the thumbs up, the no, the come here, and there is a DLC for the counselors. There is like an emote, that's what they're called, emotes, where one is basically them dancing. I think that's hilarious, as they basically just walk around like that there, and I just think it's hilarious when they start dancing when Jason is right in front of them. And there's another one where you get a Halloween pack, where basically it came out on Halloween, and you were able to have different costumes for your character. There was a devil, a bunny, a Goku or like a karate guy. There was also an army guy for them as well, and it was just amazing. As you got different packs. And there's one for Jason as well for part 4, where you get more kills, which I think is amazing, which I'll go on to now. The kills in it are amazing. There is at least maybe 30 kills in the game. There could be more, I'm not 100% sure. I think they look incredible. The mocap that Kane Hodder and the guys did with the game is incredible. It looks like it came from the movie, and they just ripped it out and slapped it into the game. The kills in the game are just pretty much lifelike. There is just so many of them. I just don't know, probably put how many there are right here. And the way that he does them is just so brutal. One of my favourites is basically you end up having to grab them by the neck, and you basically you pull back and then you punch straight through their chest, like Jason did in part 6 to Tommy's friend, which I think was amazing. as you did to see him punch right through and just a nice hole, like maybe like right here. He gets to tilt his head and look through. Personally, my favourite will probably be the party kill. If you don't know what that is, it's basically where Julius is up against Jason, and he's trying to like beat him up and stuff. And he goes to Jason and he says, "Do give your best shot." So basically, what he does, he grabs him, pulls back, and then just just punches his head clean off, and it's amazing because you just hear the slosh of the head just popping off the neck. I just think that's amazing because I get to basically live the movie, and it's just amazing because you could be hiding and Jason could just have his, like his part 6 has like a spear, and it'll poke right through it if you're hiding in a closet. Just the way that the counselors are being killed, I think is just incredible. Going on to the maps, I think they are pretty good. I wouldn't say they're pretty good, I would just say they're incredible. Nothing short of it. They basically are just they're basically just the maps from the movies. Part 4 you'll have your Tommy Jarvis house, the Jarvis house. And like basically that whole map is there. There is also Higgins Haven, which is from part 2. There's also, I can't remember what it's called, I'll put it here, but it's basically the map from part 3, where I just have the best acting in my opinion. And then you have your you'll have your Camp Crystal Lake. You have the big version, and then you have a smaller version. Personally, my favourite is the part 3 one. I'm not sure why, I just think it's amazing. The maps do basically have, like the weapons, and you have like the vehicles, which can differ from map to map. You could have Higgins Haven with one car and maybe a boat. In the Jarvis house map, you can have 2 cars. And personally, I think it's just amazing, because you can just basically hide for 20 minutes, which I've done. Not bragging, by the way. But I think it's an amazing thing to do when you're just walking around killing people in the maps. So yeah, you can also basically call the police, which I think is amazing, as it gives you 5 minutes. As soon as you call the cops, it'll give you 5 minutes to basically survive, and that basically cuts down the time severely. Basically, now I'll go on to my complaints. The complaints is basically just to do with glitches. The glitches in this game are sometimes hilarious and sometimes annoying. What happens most with me is that I will be playing the game and it'll freeze and it'll just disconnect. And personally, I think it's just terrible. I say you are being very good, you're doing really well, you've managed to knock off Jason's mask, you've been able to find a bunch of stuff, maybe fix the car, but sometimes it'll just turn off on you, and I think that's very annoying. Another complaint just comes down to me is sometimes the players. The players can sometimes get very, very annoying, as you could be playing as Jason and you're about to kill somebody and they'll just exit out of the game mid-kill. Thankfully, that has ended with the new update. If somebody quits the game halfway through a kill, you will get the kill. Another one is that some people are just a little too competitive in the game, which I think isn't really fun. And you're trying to have some fun, being like playing as Jason or playing as a counselor, and they just keep coming at you. That's personally down to me as well. But another one is the Palma tapes and the Tommy tapes. God, they're basically impossible to find. I think I've maybe found 2 or 3 Palma tapes since I've got the game, they'll just spawn, like, you'll maybe have a chance of 1 out of 100 chance of actually getting it. They're really hard to find, and people are pretty much happy when you find them. So basically the problems just stem from the glitches. That's just basically the big problem of this game, is the glitches. But other than that, this game is an amazing game. Sorry about that. It's basically just an amazing game. You can basically live these moments from these movies, which basically can make the fans happy about saying, oh, I played Jason and it was amazing, I get to kill everybody using my favourite kills. That makes the fans happier, and they make them even like Jason even more than they already do. So overall, I think this game is an incredible game. The kills, and by the way, see, if you die, and if Tommy Jarvis is called, you'll be able to play as Tommy, depending on who dies. So overall, the game is amazing. I think even though Jason is overpowered, you can still able to beat him and beat the knight. So I will give this game 4.5 or 4 out of 5. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and smash that like button like you're the Incredible Hulk. Also, remember to subscribe and like and blast it like you're Iron Man. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Make sure to follow me down on Instagram and Twitter, links in the description below, or at real_FFW. Check out my website as well, links in the description below. You can click up here to subscribe, or click here for my figure reviews. Well, actually here for my figure reviews, and here for my last week's video, which was Spider-Man 3 Rant. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you all in the next planet. Peace.